Okay, let's pick up where we left off last time. The next step that we want to do is we want to duplicate the picture, our original picture layer again. Make sure it's the original picture layer. And I'm going to just drag it to the new layer icon. And again, remember, you can right click and duplicate layer that way, right here. Okay, so either way. So I should have, before you move on, just check and make sure you have your picture copy that has the altered image on it, and then you have 2 of the original pictures, and then your background. Okay, so if you have those layers, and they should be in this order, you're going to go to the picture copy on top, and you're going to hold Shift and select the other one right below it. So you have the original image selected and then the altered image just above it selected, and you're going to right click and merge layers. Okay, and now one of those has disappeared because they have merged those 2 together. At this point, we're going to rename this to Pencil Sketch. And that is our pencil sketch drawing. And we can now turn the original picture off, and the pencil sketch should remain and look just like that. Now we want to desaturate our pencil sketch layer, and we're going to do that by adding a new adjustment layer. So if you go down to the bottom of your layers panel and click on the new adjustment layer icon, we want to go to Hue Saturation. And in this window, we want to slide the saturation all the way down to -100. And what you should see over here is now a black and white image. We also want to clip this to the layer just below it. We don't want it to affect all of the layers, but just this one layer, the pencil sketch. And you can do that by clicking on this icon right here, the very first one. And when you click on that, you will get a little down arrow. That's an important step for later on when you're adding your background color. If you don't do that, then your background color will end up being a shade of gray. And I'm just going to hit Command S on my keyboard just to do a quick save, which is always really important and a good idea to do that. So once you've saved that into your folder, just a Command S is all it takes to save often. And that way, if there's any problem, a power outage or whatever, Photoshop quits unexpectedly, that happens too, then you have your work saved at least up to a certain point. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to duplicate that original picture image once again. So this is the 3rd time we've duplicated that thing. But this time we're going to move it up to the very top by just grabbing it and moving it up. So checking our layers, we have picture copy at the top, then we have our hue saturation layer, which is clipped by that little arrow, down arrow to our pencil sketch, and then we have an original picture image, and we're going to turn that one off. That's just insurance in case we need it. If we make a mistake during the next steps, we'll have it right there and we won't have to worry about it. Okay, so going to my picture copy, which is now on the top, this is the part where I want to tear this image, the beginning part of that. So I want to go to my lasso tool, which is the 3rd tool down, and I'm just going to drag a selection wherever I think I'm wanting to tear this image. And then I don't need to be careful around the outside. I can just come and loop back around, but I do need to close that selection. Okay, if I don't like that, I can hit Command D and try it again. I can do this as many times as I think I need to get that tear exactly where I want it, and looping back around. Okay, now once I'm happy with that, I'm going to add another layer. Going back to my picture copy, I want to hit Command C, and that just copied this selection. Then I'm going to hit Delete, move to my top layer, and hit Command V. Okay, so what I just did was I deleted the bottom from this layer which I'm now going to rename Picture Top. And deleted it and pasted it on this new layer, which I'm calling Picture Bottom. The order of these two layers is not that important. So I'm going to check my layers before I save and log out. Turning Picture Bottom off, the bottom of that picture should turn off. Picture Top, my hue saturation, will just turn that back to color. Then my pencil sketch, I have this picture image that's complete down below that I'm just keeping there for a safety net. And then I have my background layer. So I'm going to keep the picture off and turn these all back on one by one. The last thing I'm going to do today is go to my picture bottom and do a transformation. Command T. And I don't want to change the size of this, but I can move it down and move my cursor out to the outside and click and twist it if I want to, just to create some interest in my composition. And then accept. All right, that is all we are doing for today. So Command S to save. Make sure that goes into your folder. Please let me know if you have any questions.